All right, welcome back, my little bit of this and a little bit of that fam. I have laid out the pieces that I'm using, I will be using for my centerpiece for my fall dining table. So again, these pieces I purchased at Michael's, I would say maybe about a year or so ago. Could be more, I don't know. But the leaves feel really, really nice, guys. It feels so soft. Feels like it's regular, it's feels like a leaf, an actual leaf. They're really pretty. Let me bring them a little closer. And they have the different colors. This is more like a burnt orange red. I think this color really, it takes up the what am I looking for? The word I'm looking for. It's the same color basically as the chargers that I purchased from Dollar Tree. So yes, basically the same color, right? And when I was purchasing the chargers, I remember that I had these dried flowers. So actually they feel like silk flowers. Yeah, I guess, I don't know. Because I don't remember it saying on there when I purchased them. So anyway, I have this salad bowl that I purchased last year from Hobby Lobby, but I never used it as a salad bowl. Actually, I was intending to return it. It has a little plate, a gold plate that goes with it, but I didn't get a chance to return it. So I'm gonna try. I don't know if it's gonna work. I'm gonna put it here in the center because I was even using this to rest my plants in, but I decided not to keep my plants in there. So I'm going to go ahead and I am keeping this bowl, so I'm gonna put it in here. Again, I don't know if it's going to work. I'm just everything I'm doing right now is trial and error. And I have these pumpkins that I had purchased also at Michael's. So I have 4 of these, that color, and I have 4 of this color. So this one is actually shorter than, yeah, they're not the same height, but that's okay. I don't want everything to be on the same scale. So here goes. And these are pretty heavy. Trust me, they're pretty heavy. So let me grab that, and I am going to now start the process. Welcome back, my little bit of this and a little bit of that fam. All right, so this video is going to be done in 3 parts because I don't want the video to be too long. Quite possibly 3 parts. We'll see once I start editing. All right, so these are not table mats. These are table napkins. So what I'm going to do with them is I'm going to fold them over. I do have some gold and white not table napkins, table mats that I made those using this actually it's gold and off-white, using this yarn, but I don't want to use them again. So I'm going to try something different this time. So I'm using my table napkins. So let's see, I'm going to go ahead and grab, what does it have? 4. So I'm going to go ahead and fold and put one over on this side. So this is 2 so far that I have. Again, I'm trying. I don't know if it's going to work. You know, sometimes you envision something in your head and then after a while it doesn't really come out the way that you plan. So we'll see. All right, so I'm going to grab one of these chargers and one of these plates. And I'm also going to grab one of these burlap table mat. And again, as I mentioned before, I love texture. So this is one texture, another texture. So I'm going to go ahead and put this charger on top of here along with this. And then I'm going to take the table napkin. This is a linen table napkin. And again, I made these. I had made these when I did my table mats from the same yarn. So I'm going to go ahead and just tie this around it. Make a little knot. Nothing fancy. Just very simple. And I'm going to put that here. So I'm going to go ahead and make up the others.